Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm DJ KELDEN the Antidote. I'm back with another tutorial on Sony Acid and Sony Vegas. Today we're going to learn on how to make a video mixtape using the Sony Vegas. But first, you'll make a simple mixtape using Sony Acid, the audio part. Then you're going to export the file to Sony Vegas and add the video. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, like and share. Hit the like button. As you know, if you like the video, it will be suggested to more people, and that will at least motivate me to make more of the tutorials. So the software you're going to use is Sony Vegas. I'm going to use Sony Vegas Pro 13 and Virtual DJ 2020, and also I'm going to use Sony Acid Pro 6. These are the three softwares you're going to use in this tutorial. If you don't have any of those, you can go to the link in the description to my Telegram channel where you can download them. Yeah, also guys, if you need any software, you can always leave a comment below. Yeah, so let's go to the tutorial. So first we need to select the songs you're going to use. So I've already selected these ones. They are Kenyan songs, but you can always find them on YouTube. You just search the names that you see on your screen. So the first song is called Balance the Ball. So maybe just drag it there. I want to see the BPM. So it is 97. So I go back to my Sony Acid. On Sony Acid, I'm going to make a small audio mixtape for demonstration purposes. So this is the song Balance the Ball. I just load it on my Sony Acid. So just drag it and load it. Then I need to create some audio tracks. So just press Ctrl Q, and you can see I'm making some audio tracks. After that, as you can see, the volume is a bit high. That's 6.0. I want it to be 0.0. So what I do, you highlight all by pressing Ctrl A. Then you double click on one of the volume sliders, and you can see the volume is now at 0. So the first track is a Balance the Ball. Let me load it again. Yes. So what I'm going to do on this song, I want to use the last part that has some instrumentals. Due to copyright issues, I don't want to use like the whole song. Yeah, if you are a DJ, you understand how you can get copyright claims or strikes because of using someone else's content. So but if you use a small part of a song, most of the time you don't get the copyright claims. So I think this is the part that has some instrumental. Let me listen to it. I want the part that starts with the instrumental. So what I'm doing at this moment, I'm trying to get a cue point. But before that, let's set the BPM. So you saw the BPM was at 97. So you come to this part, you click on it, you select clip properties. Then it will pop up on this side or in the middle. So after the clip properties open, is an acid type. There is one shot. Click on the down drop, is bitmapped. So you're going to choose bitmapped. Then after that, you click stretch. At this point now you want to type the BPM. It was 97. That is the BPM for the song, but also need to set the BPM for the whole mix, for the main channel, the whole mixtape. It is here on your left corner. So you will just double click on it. Then you can choose to maybe to add 1 plus 1. For myself, I'm just going to stick with the 97 like that. So as you can see now, the BPM is 97 on the main channel and not on the song. But as you continue making a mixtape, you might get to a point that you want to change the main BPM to a bit higher. So let me just show you how to do it. It's out of this tutorial, but it's okay. So you just press letter T on your keyboard and you type the BPM you want. Maybe it is 110. Click OK. So from this we can see up here it has added the tempo to as 110. So if you click on this left side, it will change to 97. On this side, it will change to 110. That was beside this tutorial, but at least now you know how to do it. So what you're going to do next after setting the BPM, I want to load the other song. It was News. So I come back to my Sony Acid. I want to look for it. Here it is. I just drag and drop it. The same case to this one. I want to use the last part. Let me just zoom in. I want to listen through to this one. This is my cue point. I'm going to start from this point. So guys, if you don't know how to set a cue point, let me just basically explain what is a cue point. A cue point is a point at which you want to set your song to start when making a mixtape. And most of the time you choose a bass. As you can see on this track, a song has different parts. There's a snare part, there's a drum, there's a bass. So for this audio on your screen, as you can see, there are places that is very thick, like this point, this one, and this one. These are the bass. If you listen to it, they're a bit heavy. And here they're a bit heavy. Those are the basses. Also, you have a snare in between and some drums. So for this mixtape, you're going to use this part. That's fine. Now you need to set the BPM again. Back to the virtual DJ. So my BPM is at, let me load it, is at 96. So you come back again, you set it again, right click properties. But if you already set your clip properties to be on this right lower corner, you don't have to right click. Then you come down, drop bitmapped, you set it to 96. Then that's all. I want to delete the last part. How you do that? You just press letter S on your keyboard, that is for splitting, and you delete it. Letter S, then you delete. What I'm doing on my keyboard, I'm using shortcuts, the normal shortcuts like the Control A, Control X for deleting, Control C for copying, Control V to undo. But also those things are all in this. You can do it manually, like you come to undo here. I've also made a tutorial on the introduction part of Sony Acid. I've explained all the parts of Sony Acid. So if you are new to this software, kindly check a tutorial on my channel, Introduction to Sony Acid. It will help you more to understand this tutorial, because if you watch this one before you watch the introduction, it will be a bit difficult. So let me delete that. So this is the part I'm going to use. Sorry for that. So let me also set the cue point for this song. So you can choose to start from this point. Yes. Hope guys, if you have any question on what I'm doing on the screen, you can just leave a comment below on the comment section. You ask your question. Also, if you want to contact me directly, there is a number in the description of this video. Also my social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If you want to reach me, you can always contact me through those platforms. So what you're going to do now, after you have selected the parts of the song you want to use, you want to make some simple scratches. I also blend these two songs. So let me listen through to confirm my cue point is fine. That's awesome. So what you're going to do first, I'm going to work on this first part. Let me zoom in. How I'm zooming, there's two ways. If you're using a manual mouse, an external one, you can use there's a scroll button in between your right and left keys, or you can just come to this point and double click and zoom. Yes. So what you're going to do next now, you want to loop to make some simple scratches. So guys, if you don't know how to make a scratch in Sony Acid, there's a detailed tutorial on my channel on how to make scratches, but I'm also going to touch on it briefly on this tutorial. So what we need to do first, you need to make a loop. By loop I mean you need to repeat part of a song severally, but maintaining the flow of the song. So what you do in Sony Acid, as you see on the top part, is some place with numbers. Is 1.1, 1.3 and 2.1. So what happens if you have set your BPM very well and your key point are very correct, the loop is very easy to make, because from 1.1 to 2.1, if you repeat the same part of a song, it should flow seamlessly without any hinge. Let me show you an example. So I cut this part, I delete it, then I copy this one, control, let me do the manual part, and you paste it again like that. So if you listen to this song, you can hear it's flowing very well without any problems. So that's the loop I'm saying about. So as you make scratches, you need to make a loop so that your song is also flowing very well, and also you're also scratching. So the next part I want to do is I want to add some effects to these audio tracks, this one and this one. Sorry for that. So I'm going to add the wah 4, and the flange. So you will come to this point, you click on it, the green part, name the track effects. You come to this part again, you select the effects you want to add. I want to add this one, you add and press OK. Then you select the one you want. I want wah 4, you click on it. That's all, you close it. Don't know why this stuff keeps popping up. You close it. The same, you can rename it now, wah 4. Here you come to the next track, the same process. Want to add some slow flange, okay. Then you select the slow flange, that's all. Then you rename it again. The last part, you want to add the low effect. You come to this one, you select acid effects, you add, select, you add it. Sorry, I've added twice, I will remove it later. Okay, so let me remove one. Yes. Then you select equalizer, then you the base, you bring it to your left to be -25. That's all you need to do. Then you rename it to low. So what to do next after making those sound effects, we want to split the audio track. Maybe you can choose to do it in the middle, just your preference. For myself, I'm going to split it there. I copy this one, I cut it, then I paste it to wah 4. Paste. Let me listen to the audio track. As you can hear, there is a change. If I paste it on the slow fling, it should sound different. Yeah, you can choose that one. Then you need to make a scratch, because this is the incoming part. I need to use the first part of this song as the scratch. So you zoom up to 16 boxes. There's a rule when making scratches on Sony Acid. You need to zoom up to 16 boxes. From this bold line to this one, these are 16 boxes. You can choose to count them, but when you get used to Sony Acid, you don't have to count. You automatically recognize the 16 boxes. Then if you don't make a scratch with the 16 boxes or 32, it may sound off. So then first, let's continue. You split on this point, you press letter S on your keyboard, you copy it, you undo that. Then when pasting the scratch pattern, you need to paste it on the point that has numbers on the top, as I'm going to do on this tutorial. Then you remove that fade, copy that one, paste it severally. What I'm doing, pasting using the keyboard shortcut Ctrl V. I'm just going to do a simple scratch pattern. After that, you need now to add some pattern in between this scratch you are making. So you need to drag this one up to that point. You can choose to add another part inside, then you drag this one. For scratch patterns, there's no ideal scratch pattern. What you do, you make a pattern, you listen to it. If it sounds good, you continue with it. If it's messy, you adjust it. And how to come up with these scratch patterns, just practice, and you're able to make good scratch patterns. The next thing is to reverse. For reversing, you need to select if there are two scratches like this one and this one, you reverse the one on the right. If there are three like this, you reverse the one in the middle. Watch what I'm going to do on this tutorial. So you just highlight all the one you want. I'm pressing Ctrl on the keyboard and right clicking. Then you press letter U on your keyboard. Then you need to pitch up. By pitching up, you press the plus and minus sign on your keyboard. Or pitch up around to 4 or 5. Then you can choose to fade this part out like that. So let's listen through. You can continue that. The next thing you need to do now, you need to select a point that you're going to blend the incoming song. So as you know, this is not a full part of a song, it's just a demonstration using some instrumental. As I explained before, the reason I'm using instrumentals is to avoid copyright, and also for easy understanding for a person, it's good to use an instrumental. So you're practicing, you can practice the same instrumentals I'm using. Just download the songs that I've used in the tutorial, do exactly what I've done, practice that, and you'll get better. So let's select a point that you're going to blend in the next song. I think I can use this point for blending the incoming song. So you need to mark it. By marking it, you press letter M on your keyboard like that, and there's a mark. Then you need to drag this song, the one you already bitmapped, you already set a cue point, then you drag it up to that point, up to the point that you have marked. Then you zoom in to see if they are synchronized. So let's see if they are well synchronized. Yeah, they are fine. But also you can drag it a bit like that. Let me see the first cue point, how it is. Yeah, you can choose a. So if you zoom in, you need to make sure they are all synchronized. Also, you can listen through for the synchronization. So let me zoom in. So it's not bad. I think there's a mismatch a bit. Let me correct it. Maybe I can drag this behind a bit. Let me listen now. I think I'm going to work with that one. Excuse me. So what you're going to do now, we need to create an effect here. This upper part, you split it, you cut it, you paste the first part in the slow flame, paste it, you zoom out again. You need to like split this one into two parts. I think it's the middle part. You can split on that point, you cut again, paste it at our 4 to make a smooth transition. Then you can fade out. How to fade out? Just come to the upper part. There's that sign that looks like a triangle. You zoom out like that. So if you play it, also you can choose maybe to do like you need this part to be on the low. You split, you cut, paste it down there. Don't think it has any effects. Let me listen to it. Okay. You may want to listen through to those effects if they are working. They are fine. So what you need to do next is make a scratch, and at this point just zoom to the 16 boxes again, come and do a scratch. You the same process, you cut the first part, you copy it, then you undo, come and paste it on the point that has some numbers, but make sure you still have the 16 boxes. If you're new to SONY Acid, maybe you have to count them manually, but when you get used to it, you don't have to count them, just see them and you know there are 16. So let's make a pattern here. Maybe you can do like that. Maybe add another one here. So I'm trying to make a pattern, a unique one, maybe like that. You can start on that. Let me listen to this one. So let me reverse. Remember how I said by reversing, if there are two, you reverse the one. If there are two like these ones, you are going to reverse the one on your right. If there are three, the one in the middle. So you press letter U on your keyboard, then you pitch up. You can pitch up to 4 for this one. Let me listen to this pattern. Maybe I can add another scratch on this point. I can copy paste this one, just copy it and paste it. No, let me stick to the first one. So for scratch patterns, you make one, you listen to it. If it's fine, you can continue with it. If it sounds awful, you delete it. So that's what we're going to use for this tutorial. So I want to render this part, this small mix, and export it to Sony Vegas so that you can add the audio. So what you need to do first, I want to loop it again. You need to make a loop here to make it easier to render. Also, you can choose to add sound effects, but for this tutorial, I'm not going to add any sound effect. I'm just going to do a plain one to make it easier for understanding. So let me listen to it again before I render. I think it's fine. The next part is rendering it. You come to File, you come to Render As. At this point, you want to choose a name. Maybe I can say SONY Acid Acid and Vegas tutorial. Then you select the format you want. I want it at MP3. There are several formats. So MP3. The quality you can choose. I want to choose the highest quality. Then you want to render loop region only, the one you have grouped, the one in blue, this one. I also want to save the project markers like this one with it. So you come here and select save project markers with the media file, and save sections as regions. No, yeah, that's all. Then you save. Very quick, it renders. Then you want to open the Sony Vegas. So for Sony Vegas, you're going to import the same file that you have rendered in Sony Acid. So see you on the next part 2 of this tutorial. Thank you.